dear students. This question was asked in 2018 April for dynamics of machinery. The question is, each road wheel of motorcycle is of 60 centimeter diameter and has a moment of inertia 1.2 kilogram meter square. The motorcycle and the rider together weighs 250 kilogram and the combined center of gravity is 65 centimeter above the ground level when the motorcycle is upright. The moment of inertia of the rotating part of engine is 0.18 kilogram meter square. The engine rotates 4.5 times the speed of road wheel in the same sense. Find the angle of heel necessary when the motorcycle is taking a radius of 40 meter radius at a speed of 70 kilometer per hour. So before going to the question, we have to discuss some theory part regarding the stability of two-wheelers. Regarding the stability of two-wheelers, we know, obviously, who knows riding the bike, while taking a turn, they will tilt the vehicle. Okay, while doing this, so they will get the necessary, the sufficient centripetal force that will help to take the turn. So while coming to the motorsports, in MotoGP, I've just considered this and a cartoon is showing the upright position for a rider when it's going through going over a straight path. So while taking a turn, the position will be something different. So coming to a turning situation or something, after a straight line there will be some curved path. They have to take some curved path now with the radius r. Definitely this vehicle requires some sufficient centripetal force. One of the force that will come from the friction force from the tire ground. Then while leaning this body, actually in the initial position that was upright, so the weight will act in the vertical direction. Suppose this body is lean, suppose this is considered the point mass, weight will be there. It can be resolved into two components. So this component can supply some amount of weight which will give the necessary centripetal force. So by making a tilt or by leaning this vehicle, he will get a sufficient centripetal force, so he can go in a higher speed compared to a upright position. Now we can come to the actual condition that if a vehicle, two-wheeler vehicle, is taking a curved path having a radius r value with a velocity v, say this point which have velocity v, definitely its necessary centripetal force required will be mv square by r value. That's our previous knowledge. So this is a actual centripetal force that required for a outside frame. So while considering the body itself will experience an outward force, that is a centrifugal force, that's a pseudo force, which will be equal to the magnitude of centripetal force mv square divided by r value. Okay, so while considering the vehicle dynamics or two-wheeler vehicle dynamics, let this be the tilting position with an theta inclination. So as we consider this as like the centripetal force, the pseudo force, centrifugal force will be experienced by the body. So this force is acting about this tilting position where the body or the vehicle make contact with the ground. So with this point is making a perpendicular distance of, say, this much distance, say L value something. Definitely this centrifugal force will produce a torque which will be equal to centrifugal force into that perpendicular distance. So what is the nature of this torque? This torque will try to counteract the tilting, or if you're trying to lean in the inward direction, this centrifugal couple will try to make upright this vehicle, so it will counteract the leaning action. So the vehicle get the tendency to get upright while we're trying to turn the vehicle. Now not only the centrifugal couple, but also the gyroscopic couple also will come to the picture. So it will try to understeer, otherwise it is known as it will try to counteract the laning action. So let's discuss what will be the gyroscopic couple come to act. So we know the expression for gyroscopic couple. So gyroscopic couple is given by I into omega p, where I is the moment of inertia of that object about its axis of rotation, and omega is the angular frequency, otherwise angular velocity, and omega p, that is the angular velocity of precision. So in what velocity this axis of rotation is changing or rotating, that is known as omega p. If theta p in a time t, we can say omega p is equal to theta p divided by t. So that's regarding the theory part. I wish all of you know that omega p is equal to theta p by t. So consider this diagram. Here I just represent this red portion as the wheel or the total two-wheeler vehicle body, which is tilting with an angle theta with the vertical. So the green arrow represents actually the axis of rotation of that vehicle. Okay. So we have the right hand grip rule or right hand thumb rule to specify the direction of axis of rotation. Okay. So this is a front view for that vehicle which is taking the turn. Now what about the top view? So this white dot can be taken as the two-wheeler which is taking the turn. So while it is taking the turn, we can say this green vector along this omega, the angular velocity of this rotating object will be there. So while we resolving this component into horizontal as well as vertical, while looking from the top point, only the horizontal component of omega, if this angle will be theta, this omega into cos theta will be there. So only the omega cos theta is making the precision. For another instance, body will be here, omega cos theta will be in this direction. So what happened? The axis of rotation of omega cos theta is now changing time to time. While considering the vertical component is always have the same direction. Look at the picture, the right hand side picture, we can say this top point component will be perpendicular to the plane. So all time that will be perpendicular in nature. So there will not be any precision action for this vertical component, that is omega sin theta. So this can be cancelled. Only omega cos theta is now precising. So definitely the component of couple developing based on the omega cos theta. So now look carefully. Now come to the sign conversion. So the green arrow is coming in this direction. I can show in this direction. So from the right hand grip rule, definitely the rotation of wheel will be in the upright, in the lean position. So definitely the vehicle will climb from this position to this position, then only the arrow come in this direction. So the next position will be in this direction. So initially omega, the rotation axis, was in this direction. Now it is turned to this position. So while drawing the vector diagram, initially that was horizontal. After an instant, that what happened, it will tilt to this position. So the changing or the precision action is now in this direction. So I can use another color. So this is the precision direction. Definitely gyroscopic couple will be developed in order to avoid this precision of axis. So the reaction couple will develop in the opposite direction. I just represent using the green color. So this is a direction of counter couple or gyroscopic couple develop. Definitely that direction will be going to be this direction. So this is according to the right hand grip rule I am writing. So I am using a purple color. So this is an edge. So if you use your right hand thumb rule, keeping the thumb in the direction of green arrow, so your curling action that will go in the purple curl direction. So what happened to body? That will trying to rotate the vehicle. This is the top view actually. While considering the vector diagram or vector diagram we use to represent the gyroscopic couple, this is the top view. So coming to the side view, I can say this getting a couple gyroscopic couple action in the purple arrow, this kind, that will be a clockwise. So what will happen, this vehicle itself will get tilted in the upright position, that will tend to turn in the upright position. So this is the case. So while coming to the centrifugal couple, okay, coming to the centrifugal couple, that also trying to make this vehicle in the upright position. Coming to the gyroscopic couple also, it will try to make it in the upright position. So coming to the balancing condition, there is two couple which making the upright correction, that is because of centrifugal torque, or torque due to centrifugal force, then gyroscopic couple. Now again come to the picture, this gyroscopic couple as well as the centrifugal couple trying to tilt the vehicle in the upright position, while the weight of the vehicle which is acting in the downward direction, which will try to tilt the vehicle. So we know by leaning the vehicle, the weight itself help to tilt there. So definitely the weight of the object that will make a couple about this leaning position, or otherwise the component of weight will try to lean this vehicle. Definitely for the equilibrium we have to equate these two. So we can say the torque due to weight will balance these two, otherwise the vehicle will skid off, or it will overturn, otherwise it will topple the condition. So this is the equilibrium balancing law we apply for the stability of two-wheelers. So the balancing law we can write, torque due to weight will be equal to torque due to centrifugal plus then one more thing, that will gyroscopic couple. So this is the balancing law. Okay, let h be the small h be the distance from center of mass to the ground when the vehicle was upright. Okay, so while leaning this much distance, so I can show that this much distance will be the h while coming to lean position. So that keep in mind. Now writing the balancing though, the torque due to weight will be balanced by the torque due to centrifugal force as well as gyroscopic couple. So the torque due to weight, that can be taken as weight W into the vertical component that is acting between the point of contact with the line of action of weight will be this h sin theta. This angle is theta. Definitely h cos theta will be this much height and h sin theta will be this much distance. So definitely h sin theta into W will be the torque due to weight. We will be equal to centrifugal force mv square by r into h cos theta plus gyroscopic couple. So the gyroscopic will be I omega into cos theta in cos component value into omega p, that is a precision value. Omega p can be find out if the velocity of two-wheeler is v divided by radius of curvature, that will be the corresponding omega p value, precision velocity. While considering omega, that can also related to velocity v. If v is the velocity, if there is no slipping condition, definitely the omega value should be equal to velocity of vehicle divided by small r, where small r is the radius of the wheel. So this is a total equation you have to remember which couples and which is the counteracting couple. Now while expanding this condition, there are two more things. The gyroscopic couple can be due to the wheel as well as engine parts also. So that we can discuss. Gyroscopic couple, that is due to wheel as well as engine. So while coming to the wheel, we can say I of wheel into omega wheel cos theta into omega p cos theta value, plus while coming to engine, that I of engine into omega of engine into cos theta omega p. Precision angular velocity will be common for both objects. So only difference is the engine RPM and wheel RPM. So if we define a gear ratio that is equal to omega E divided by omega wheel, definitely omega E engine omega can be replaced with the gear ratio into omega of wheel value. That's the only thing we have to replace there. Then the total equation become, so this became the final equation for the problem. Mj sin theta is equal to v square by r into mh plus 2iw plus GIE divided by r into cos theta. 2 times comes because iw is the moment of inertia of single wheel. So 2 wheel will be there. So 2 into iw. So from this expression, you can find out the theta value for the leaning, which can avoid the skidding of vehicle. Now come back to the question. So from here, the radius of wheel they given that 60 centimeter and has a moment of inertia that is IW will be 1.2 kilogram meter square value. Then motorcycle and the passenger together weight, so that will be 250 kilogram. And the combined center of gravity, that is H value, is going to be 65 centimeter above the. So moment of inertia of engine part that is going to 0.018 kilogram meter square. And engine speed is 4.5 times the wheel speed. So one more thing you have to consider, that is a wheel and engine move in the same sense. So couple acting due to the both wheel as well as engine will be same. So you don't need to consider the opposite case, same direction. So you have to add up only. So omega of engine become 4.5 times the speed of omega of wheels. So find the angle of heel necessary when the motorcycle is taking radius of. So R, capital R become 40 meter. At a speed of V is equal to 70 kilometer per hour. You have to convert into meter per second. So 70 into 5 by 18, that goes to 19.44 meter per second value. So all data are available. You have to find out the theta only. So this is a formula. So tan theta can be found out by bringing the cos theta on the left hand side. So tan theta can be found out using this, substitute the value. So please check, there is a correction, that is radius is not 60 centimeters diameter, so radius goes to 30 centimeter. Substituting this value, you will get the value 1.02. So theta value is approximately going to be 47 degree. You can solve. Thank you.